Hello everybody, welcome to the second episode on my channel. Today I will be explaining gentle parenting and how it's beneficial for children on each stage of their life. Gentle parenting is when the main goal that parents want to achieve is to raise happy and confident children by using empathy and respect. Gentle parents don't want to punish their child, but rather teach them a valuable lesson when they make a mistake. Some people confuse gentle parenting with lenient parenting, although there is still discipline in gentle parenting. Tiger parents, also known as overly strict parenting, is when parents have too high expectations for children, and the main focus is raising a driven, high-achieving child. However, this is not usually what happens with this parenting style, because the children are more likely to experience rebellious behavior, anxiety, depression, and academic burnout. This will also cause a rigid parent-child bond. There's also the extremely relaxed parenting style that has just as many negatives as strict parenting. Permissive parenting is when there are little to no set expectations and usually don't discipline their child well enough. This makes children have a bad life structure and have trouble with rule following. Gentle parenting is the middle ground that combines the potential positives from both parenting techniques. Dr. Allison Andrews, who is a clinical psychologist in Boston, Massachusetts, has said, "When we show gentleness, especially during stressful times, we model frustration tolerance and we model flexibility. Staying calm and being gentle and firm sets the tone for positive growth and development." Now, parents decide the best fit discipline depending on what cognitive state their child is experiencing. A Swedish psychologist named Jean Piaget came up with 4 stages that a person will go through during their childhood. The first stage is the sensory motor stage. It's between birth and 2 years old. The second stage is the preoperational stage, which is ages 2 to 7. The next stage is concrete operational, which is ages 7 to 11. And lastly is the formal operational stage, which is ages 11 and forward. Now, most of these stages are broken up into substages, but they just go into further detail about the stages. In the sensory motor stage, babies will start to understand movement and sensations. They will learn and eventually understand actions like sucking, grasping, and various facial expressions. They will start to understand object permanence and realize they are separate beings from other humans and objects. And lastly, they will realize their effect on objects when they do certain actions. During this stage, the best thing a parent can do is spend time with their child and talk to them. Discipline in this stage would be simple things like putting unsafe objects out of sight or redirecting your child when they are hitting someone. Some actions are just instinctual for children, and it would not be a fault if child discovers biting or putting unsafe things in their mouth. However, at this stage, children are easily influenced and love to copy things that they see others doing. In the pre-operational stage, children are very egocentrical, meaning they have trouble understanding that others don't feel exactly as they do. They also will have trouble decentering and can only focus on one aspect of a situation at a time. At this stage, children love to play. However, they haven't developed good social skills, so they will want to play next to others rather than with them. They will also start to grasp playing pretend and believe in things like animism and artificialism. Animism is when they believe inanimate objects have feelings and intentions, and artificialism is when they think that things in the environment are made by people. When disciplining children in the stage, you must be extremely clear in what is acceptable to do and what is not acceptable, and establish good communication with your child. When you have a good communication bond established, you can explain much easier why what they are doing is wrong. Try to keep behavioral conversations short and simple. Children are still very young and they don't need a lengthy discussion on why what they did was wrong. In the concrete operational stage, children will learn about different types of conservation such as volume, numbers, matter, and length. They will start to get a hang of classification on things like colors, shapes, and sizes. Another thing they will be learning is about seriation, which is when they are mentally arranging things based on qualities. They are also starting to realize that not everything is about them, and others have feelings as well. Now, at this age, children would like to be considered more adult and don't like to be talked down to in a condescending manner. The best way to go about disciplining is, again, talk things out in a mature way and talk about the natural consequences that bad actions will have. Lastly, in the formal operational stage, children and teens will soon be adults. They can now handle big ideas and use deductive reasoning and approach problems in a systematic and organized way. You will want to involve your child when you get expectations from them and give them responsibilities. Also, always be up for new discussions as they get older. Now, to summarize, the pros to gentle parenting are children have more self-worth, they have better emotional regulation, they are more independent, they have better social and communication skills, they are less likely to have anxiety or depression, and children are just generally more empathetic. The negatives to this method are a lot of self-discipline and willingness on the parents' part, and some say there's too little discipline. That's it for this video. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed my content. Could a greater miracle take place than for us to look through each other's eyes for an instant? Henry David Thoreau.